So here's a quick one demonstrating just how cruel and mean some young gals can be, particularly high school girls, and how this young gal and her friends have it coming after a stunt they pulled. Titled, "My girlfriend dated me because of a dare." He says, "My girlfriend and I have been dating for 5 months. Before we started dating, I had a crush on her for roughly a year. It was quite well known since one of my friends spilled it directly to her and her friends." Typical high school crap. "They giggled for some time, but she never made a move on me or spoke about it to me. We were just classmates and aren't close. For New Year's, she hosted a birthday party for her 17th birthday. I was overjoyed and happily came. It was a great party, though I was mostly off to the side since my old friends were mainly mingling with other people. A few days afterwards, she came up to me and asked me to meet her after school. We agreed at the park, where she confessed she had feelings for me and wanted to be a couple. I was over the moon and we began dating that day." She wanted to be a couple. You barely knew each other. Now she suddenly wants to become a couple. Already that sounds a little fishy. But then again, when you're that young in high school, and inexperienced young guy, you're like, okay, the hot chick wants to be in a relationship, no problem. I'm going to get some, but not so fast. "Our relationship was pretty solid. We didn't get into many fights, but she wasn't that affectionate with me, which I was fine with." Smack! Putting her on the pedestal. If you're supposed to be in a romantic, exclusive relationship, if there's no activities going on, then something's up. That's a red flag. If she really likes you at that age, she wants to tear your freaking clothes off. We never got intimate and mainly did things like cuddling." Oh boy. "Skip to 5 months, she was in my home and in the kitchen making herself a snack. Her phone was buzzing and she asked me to bring it over. Her settings were where you could see the first line of a message. The phone also automatically turns on whenever she receives a notification. I took a glimpse and it was one of her friends. I didn't take a good look at it, but it read something like, 'When is the breakup happening?'" He's probably like, "What?" Which immediately attracted my attention. I unlocked her phone since I knew her password prior. I read a few more messages where they were talking about a prank they pulled on me. I confronted her about it and she went silent. After some more prodding, she confessed. During her birthday, one of her friends dared her to ask me out. She got guilty when we continued dating for a few months upon months. That's terrible. Finding that out that your girlfriend for all these months you really liked, find out it was all because of a dare. Question is, why is she stuck with this guy 5 freaking months? That I will not know. "It was supposed to be a one-time thing with a simple date at a restaurant. They planned to hook me up with someone and frame me for cheating in the next few weeks, so she had a valid reason to break up with me." What a bunch of little a-holes. "We got into a huge fight and I told her to leave and that we were done." Good for him. A lot of nice guys would probably cry and, I don't know, find reason to keep her around. "It's only been a few hours and I'm absolutely devastated. I really, really like this gal, and she decided that it was a fun idea to pull on my heartstrings. I don't know what to do. Her things are still here, so I'm going to put it out in a box and leave it outside. She's been texting me, apologizing, and trying to explain herself." Explain what? Right then and there. Now let me guess, this is supposed to be like a romantic comedy where they dared her to do it, but deep down, but upon dating him, she fell in love with him and all that, and she feels different now, and blah, blah, blah. No, because here's why. Because if she really was into him, which obviously she's going to claim, then they would have done more than cuddle over the last 5 months. They're in high school, for goodness sake. It says here, "I blocked her friend's number since they were also harassing me." Shocker. "I haven't blocked her number just yet because we have to get each other's stuff from each other's houses. After that, I'll be going no contact, and luckily the school year is almost over and I'm graduating, so I don't have to see her again. Still, I'm really upset. It hurts, man." That would hurt. I don't blame him for being upset, but thank God he's graduating so he can be away from all these a-holes and get as far away from that town as possible. Now for the update. It says here, "I honestly didn't expect this post to an update so soon, but since I did agree to pick things up today, while also dropping off hers, I don't know why I expected nothing to happen. A lot of you pointed out that she may have fallen in love with me during our relationship. This is not a fucking movie. It doesn't matter if she did or not. She broke my trust. I'm no longer attracted to her after yesterday. She allowed her friends to talk crap about me and plotted to destroy my reputation. She's weak-minded and I'm not going to further date someone who will pick their abusive friends over their romantic interests." Good for him. You know, I mean, on multiple fronts, there's no reason to stay with her, get back with her. But also, yeah, she's easily that susceptible to peer pressure. So, no, you can't be with someone like that. "Do I feel bad? A little, but I tried warning her and she did not listen. Now on to the actual update. So I went to my ex's house with a friend of mine since in no way in hell am I going there alone. It was right before school. I didn't see my things outside, so I rung the doorbell. Her father came out and handed me things while I gave him her things. He asked if I had cheated on her since she's crying in her room about it. Oh, for God's sakes. So yeah, more of you were right about them spreading rumors to try to blast me. I explained I didn't and even showed him the screenshots that I had on my phone. I ended up sending it through to his phone, and he thanked me and said he'll take a look at it. I told him if he didn't believe me through this, then look at her phone. My friend and I left to go back home and get ready for school. I'm happy I got my guitar back. It's really the one thing I truly valued. After school, I got a call from my ex's dad. He apologized for the accusations and found the group chat of the girls and the hookup plans. He said he was going to punish his daughter and find these friends' parents. He got their names already and he's prodding my ex to know where they live. I told him he could use my screenshots as evidence to back me up. Props to the dad for being calm about this. I'm impressed. He could have believed his daughter and like, how dare you hurt my little girl, that type of thing. And took this young guy's side even though, well, the son, he had proof. He could have shut up at the door with a freaking baseball bat until he showed the evidence. Now I don't know how much damage dad can do to this girl until she starts the waterworks, but at least she's caught. That's really all that happened. I know her dad, and he's a scary guy. 6 feet tall and built. He can be very intimidating, and I know my ex will give up the information. It's only a matter of time that the girls will fall. I'll be keeping an eye out since I have a week left of school. If anything happens, I'll post another update. I'm not interested in finding their socials and seeing if they already started spreading the whole cheating rumors. I'm sure they did. However, everything was fine at school, but now it's the weekend, so I may now receive some backlash when I return. But I honestly don't care. I already got accepted into a college and I'm ditching this place. I just need to survive a week and graduation, and my ex's dad will do all the heavy work. Well, there you go, guys. How kids are cruel, and you can see where the mean girls thing comes from. But you know what? He's right. He's got a week left of high school. Let him fucking talk. He'll graduate and be out of there. One of the greatest moments of my life was when I graduated high school. I'm no longer going to see these assholes that I'd seen for so long. It was a wonderful moment. He can move on. I did too. End of freaking story. But again, it goes to show how these mean girls can be and the crap they pull. And people wonder why so many young guys, given this world we're in right now, are no longer interested in dating and hooking up in relationships, and let alone not marriage one day. But they brought that on themselves.